you by TCNJ, the college in New Jersey, who have been holding it down for the Jersey collegiate smash scene for so long. This is a little bit of comeuppance for them and the work that they've put in, and really just goes to show you what kind of a name that King is as we kick off Top 8 Pokemon Stadium, game number 1. Myran in action against Rivers, and this is a character that Rivers has had a little bit of trouble with in the past.
Yeah, it's interesting to think about that because I do remember way back in the early stages of this game, the great Gonzalez, local New Jersey top player, did actually main Olimar, as well as Hunks Powers, who's been playing this character for quite some time, two Jersey residents. So it's funny to think that Rivers might not, be too akin to this matchup, considering he's got like those players at home. But hey, this ain't no average Olimar that we're talking about. This is Myran, of course, one of the greatest ones in the biz with amazing wins under his belt. So if there was ever a time to like show a true test of Rivers' adaptation to this matchup, it would be now.
And not to mention, I mean, every now and then, whenever we are graced at Platinum Star with the presence of DeBuzz, that was certainly a problematic thing. Well, to be fair, Rivers not exactly alone in their problems with dealing with the Galaxy Brain one himself, but yeah, Monkey Flip not going to find the mark, and again, Myran making him harder to grab onto than a bar of soap in the bathtub, and that's kind of how you want to play this matchup. And really is a matter of who is able to tag who first.
And of course, those purple Pikmin are going to hit about as hard as a bar of soap, with two of them on deck right now, but it's not going to hit as hard as the Monkey Fist. Two in the face, right in the dome, cracking that helmet. Rivers is going to take the first stock with that clean forward smash confirmed, right in the center of the stage. Looking pretty good against the Olimar legend right now, unless this back throw edge guard will be able to end that play slowly but surely. That was slick. All right, I love that move. He baited him with that Pikmin toss.
Absolutely genius stuff. And yeah, that's exactly what you're looking for if you're Myran. It's like, no, I mean, I'm going to put you in the absolute worst spot and make you look foolish. And it is not easy to make Rivers look like a dummy in this game. Myran, I wouldn't say dummy is the exact right word, but it's something close to it. Myran really trying to take him to school here.
Yeah, Hazmat hasn't exactly made the, has making Rivers look foolish video yet. That's an exclusively a Mars series that he's got over on his YouTube channel, but one day I'm sure that'll come about. All the while saying this, yeah, it's a great series. I hope Netflix picks it up soon. As we said all of this, though, the game goes back to pretty much dead even Myran, as the slow crawl is one to do. It's Olimar, he tacks on damage in the relatively slow way, just like he does in the Pikmin games. Throws the Pikmin on you, red Pikmin, yellow Pikmin, whatever, and it does that residual damage with the toss, with the exception of the purple Pikmin. Rather than the solid damage of Diddy Kong back air going to take the stock from Myran right now. Rivers taking the lead once again, Stu.
Are you saying Pinkman? Because it sounds a little bit like Jesse Pinkman or something. Just a little bit. Also, if someone can Photoshop Jesse Pinkman, that would be amazing. So we're going to get Myran's going to catch out. Myran's going to catch out Rivers for that last stock. Pressed the button in the face. He didn't space it correctly, but then again, Myran kind of draws you into it. That false sense of security that you think you have. I said think there for a reason because, it just draw you into so many things. Rivers, however, taking everything in stride, beating them out with some good old-fashioned buttons in the air.
Yeah, but with all these up airs, man, that is Jesse Pinkman trying to launch Diddy into the Skyler, to say the least, man. Diddy, of course, more akin to killing off of the side, like right here. No, is able to air dodge behind him for the forward smash dodge. This is an anybody's game right here towards the end. Only 3 minutes left on the clock. Myran trying to dodge a little bit forward to the back. Only two Pinkman on, so he's not going to have that much lag in the up B. As I say that, the purple Pinkman comes back. Let's trump. Oh my God, this is very, very close for our first game of Top 8, Stu. I genuinely don't know who's gonna wind up taking this.
I mean, it comes down to who gets the hit first, and is Rivers going to commit to that button? And if so, what kind of button is it going to be? Myran cannot afford to simply sit in shield. He might just get monkey grabbed for their trouble.
Very well might be, but he's not going to need to do that on last stock if he's off the level right now. Rivers loves to take risks, but he would be wild to do something like that against an Olimar off the level. Instead, Myran is, of course, just going to try and regain stage control. Why approach when you have 2 purple Pinkmen on deck, throwing from the neutral center stage? Definitely not giving that up for anything, unless Diddy retakes it with the barrel pack. This is a slobber knocker, Stu. These guys are going back and forth, just trying to get one meaty hit. Neither of them, even with 2 purple Pinkmen and the rocket barrel pack, are able to do it, but finally, the blue Jesse Pinkman is going to take it, launching right back towards the left side of the blast zone. Myran with a very hard-fought battle. That was just the first game, Stu. Oh, Lord.
Absolutely. Yeah, and appropriately enough going with Jesse Pinkman, because right now Myran is cooking. You're seeing it right here. And piling off just enough damage for that Pinkman to kill from center stage on the back air. Myran doing well, even though they were losing the first stocks in all those games, keeping themselves right in it. And you saw right there where Rivers is going to take that last stock. Myran getting caught out above the ledge just a little bit, and yeah, that's where Rivers just needed one more of those, getting that advantage and connecting on the back air, just winning the ledge. But yeah, when you're up at 170, survivability is not exactly the easiest proposition on the planet. So definitely sympathize for Rivers there. But as for Myran, it's a sort of meat and potatoes game one. They're not. They wouldn't say that they play super stylishly, but what they do is extremely effective, and something to be said about the efficacy of one's gameplay.
Yeah. No El Mono Loco here. It's just classic Diddy and Olimar gameplay for you. You don't need the style if what you have is working, man. The style comes later when you're bodying somebody so hard with the basic stuff that you realize you can afford to do something else, like that 0 to 66 combo from Myran immediately. Oh my god, right out the gate with what Olimar is known for with these insane Pikmin strings. Already almost off the top with the purple Pikmin and only 30% left on Myran. This is already looking like his first stock to lose to.
My.
Up to the sky, man. Woo! Sending that for the Olimar Final Smash.
Yeah, no, immediately just comes right out with it, and you saw it. I mean, only now has Rivers really matched the total from Myran's like very opening gambit. 66% right out the gate, and that is how Olimar will get you. Is that death by 1,000 cuts where they just stick the Pikmin on you, and you have no choice but to just kind of hold it. And all your effort is put into getting that thing off of you, and that's even if you do not have the technical skill that Myran does, you're generally in a bad situation. Though Rivers will make it up with the relatively little damage, 44% on that before taking that first stop.
Yeah, and to echo on your statement right there, I wholeheartedly agree. Fighting Olimar, it's kind of like a mini Ice Climbers in a sense. Just like with Ice Climbers, you need to know your character's best way to get rid of Nana. You need to know that your character's quickest and best option to get those Pinkmen off you. Whatever the biggest hitbox is, whatever the quickest hitbox out is, or most powerful. With Diddy, that neutral air is very, very effective at doing that. It's a good combo starter, so it's generally the kind of move that has a very big and quick hitbox, perfect for taking out those Pinkmen on top of you. So you're going to see Rivers doing that a lot in order to get these Pinkmen off of you. Not when that purple is in the fray, though. That time, he might just have to hold the trigger button a little harder.
Gonna keep on operating here, nevertheless. Myran up 1-0 in this set, and it was definitely not for a lack of effort on Rivers' part, who has brought this all the way back and taken 2 successive stocks to find themselves with a slight lead. However, this is about the percentage where, I mean, any sort of stray hit, especially with that purple bull lumen, that's never not going to be too good. However, Rivers taking that fully in stride, and just what do you do to win the game? I don't know. I just win neutral always, I guess.
I suppose so, or I'll just throw out my little win neutral buttons for me. As you can tell, Myran is doing right now, trying very hard to be able to take this stock. Olimar is absolutely amazing at racking up all that damage, but when it comes out to closing out that stock, all that's gonna matter at the end of the day is that Pinkman management. You're gonna want to see when he gets those purple Pinkman out, and if he's even gonna be able to get them out for the hitboxes in time before he gets up smashed. That second game, though, not the case. Rivers able to clutch that one back from behind, especially after that insane damage string at the beginning of the game, which you already saw right here with that replay. Oh my god, little melee movement. Wave dashing towards the center of the stage, trying to mix up Rivers a little bit, especially with those purple Pikmin on deck to get that damage once again.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was 3 successive stocks that we have seen, just saw from Nevermore Rivers. Again, the Jersey icon, if I do say so. And that's this maybe, maybe they're in Florida, as is Myran, ironically enough. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah, this is still their home turf. This is like the College of New Jersey. Rivers has been to these tournaments before, shown out at Kings in the past, along with all the other tri-state greats. Now, as we go to Town and City for game number 3, gonna have to prove that those 3 successive stocks that they took in game 2 was no fluke. Myran, well, now they have something to prove, and the win condition for Rivers is very clear here, especially on this long, elongated stage of TNC. Gotta get those. You really do have to work around this. This is like a bullet hell for Rivers, basically.
Ooh. Red twice in the middle for that 50 damage string. Beautiful stuff. Look, all I'm saying is that this is Florida connecting to Florida. Better not see no lag checks in the middle of the set. That's all I'm saying. And if it does, then for God's sakes, Nintendo, fix your game. Looking like pretty clean right now, though, for Town and City this time around. A big favorite of Rivers with that forward smash, taking that stock immediately. He is quite the fan of this stage. He has said that on record plenty of times. He's beaten amazing players on this stage, such as the likes of Dark Wizzy, just to name one off the top of my head, as I'm referencing an offline event right there, as we talk about regionals in New Jersey. But now he's dealing with Myran on Wi-Fi, playing who is a little bit of a Wi-Fi character on deck, so it's a true test of Rivers' patience dealing with a character like this. But hey, Rivers has been playing in these Wi-Fi tournaments for quite some time, especially in DNA.exe every single week. So this is just another testament to him.
Yeah, both of these characters experiencing quite a bit of success on Wi-Fi, but you cannot call these 2 Wi-Fi warriors. Rivers, who's top-aided so many PGR events, and of course Myran, who has won one themselves, lest we forget their grand victory at Pound. But that's, a couple patches ago, maybe a couple nerfs to Olimar, you don't find exactly the same success. That does not matter. Their skill has not gone away. The technical aptitude is there, and the ability to strike when needed. The killer instinct never leaves you Nintoonist.
Oh my God, I truly, as a mere mortal, cannot comprehend how thick Myran's brain is. The blue Pinkman still stuck on that middle Town and City platform, and he's able to grab him from below it. You saw it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Rivers, one of his own favorite stages, working against him right there, and some of the greatest Olimar tech that I personally, as a commentator in my 6 years plus of experience, have ever seen. This is how you know this guy is a true master of his character, to say the very least. Myran with one stock away and already with something to prove. Oh no, this was a best of 3. That's a W. My mistake. Wow, that's Myran taking it over Rivers then instead. What do you know about that, Stu? Wow. We'll take a look at this play once again here. Forward smash. Off the side. Town and City, man. Honestly, such a polarizing stage for this kind of matchup especially. Olimar can definitely kill off the top. It's going to be... And you'd think it would be a little harder there, but he got the right Pinkman there at the right time. That play was so crazy. If he meant to do that, he's a legend. And if not, then I don't know. That's just him capitalizing on his, That's just him capitalizing on himself, as my good buddy Stu, unfortunately dipping out for a little bit here. I do believe he is having a little bit of